Hyundai is flipping the compact SUV segment on its head, and the 2027 Tucson is the proof. If you have been eyeing a new compact SUV lately, this announcement is going to change your timeline. While most rivals are playing it safe with minor updates, the 2027 Tucson is once again arriving with changes so extensive that it barely resembles the model it replaces. That's just one of many reasons to wait for it. Number 6. New, radically different look. Forget everything you know about how a Tucson is supposed to look. The 2027 model is arriving with one of the most dramatic design shifts in the compact SUV segment in recent memory. Hyundai is calling it the Art of Steel design language, a sharp, architectural approach that puts the new Tucson in a completely different visual category from anything it previously was. Gone are the soft flowing lines of the outgoing generation. A blunt, upright stance takes over, built around pronounced fender flares, strong horizontal elements, and a front-to-rear LED light bar that gives the SUV a genuinely futuristic presence. The headlights and taillights share the same angular DNA, creating a look that feels cohesive from every angle. Compact SUV buyers are increasingly tired of parking lots full of vehicles that all look identical. The 2027 Tucson is rugged and sophisticated at the same time, a combination that rivals like the Toyota RAV4 and Honda CR-V simply are not pulling off right now. The body grows by 2.3 inches in length and 1.6 inches in width, giving the new Tucson a more planted, substantial stance on the road. The rear doors now open noticeably wider as well, a small detail that ends up mattering more in daily life than most people ever expect. The exterior alone is enough to make you look twice, but the redesign does not stop at the sheet metal, and what Hyundai has done on the inside is where things get even more interesting. Number 5. All-new interior. Walk-in expectations built by the outside are going to be matched on the inside. The 2027 Tucson is getting a fully redesigned cabin, more premium, more modern, and considerably more refined than what came before. Soft-look materials, perforated upholstery, wood trim accents, and ambient lighting together create an atmosphere well above the mainstream compact SUV class. Most people spend far more time inside their SUV than they do admiring it from the outside, and that is exactly where the new Tucson is going to make its strongest impression. The centerpiece is a large central touchscreen running Hyundai's new Plios infotainment system, likely in the 17-inch range, a genuinely massive display that brings the Tucson into the same conversation as vehicles costing significantly more. A slim digital instrument cluster sits atop the dashboard, positioned directly in the driver's line of sight for easy reading without looking away from the road. Here is something worth highlighting. Because too many automakers get this wrong, Hyundai is keeping a row of physical controls underneath the central display. Climate functions, volume, and key settings remain accessible through buttons you can feel without hunting through menus. Anyone who has driven a modern rival and found themselves tapping through submenus just to adjust the temperature is going to appreciate that immediately. The new cabin feels thoroughly modern without sacrificing everyday usability. But a great interior means nothing if the powertrain cannot back it up, and that is exactly what the next reason addresses. Number 4. Upgraded hybrid powertrain. The current Tucson Hybrid is already a strong seller, but the 2027 model is taking things further under the hood. 2 hybrid versions are going to be available, both built around the familiar 1.6-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder that has proven itself across the current generation. What is changing is everything around it. Bigger battery packs and more powerful electric motors are coming to both setups, translating into stronger combined output and improved electric range. Fuel costs are one of the biggest frustrations for compact SUV owners who cover high annual mileage. The upgraded hybrid setup is a direct answer to that problem. Larger batteries allow the electric motors to carry more of the load during city driving, where fuel is burned fastest and savings accumulate quickest. The plug-in hybrid version in particular is going to benefit from the expanded capacity, extending electric-only range enough to cover most daily commutes without touching the gas engine at all. The 1.6-liter turbo foundation is proven technology, refined over multiple generations, and adding upgraded electrification hardware on top of that base is exactly the kind of improvement that makes a hybrid worth choosing for the long term. The upgrades are compelling, but they do raise a fair question. What if you simply do not want a hybrid? That answer is coming up next, and it is one that sets the Tucson apart from some of its biggest rivals. Number 3. Gas-only model remains. The This one is going to matter to a significant portion of buyers, and Hyundai deserves credit for reading the market correctly. While rivals like the Toyota RAV4 are moving toward all-hybrid lineups, the 2027 Tucson is keeping its well-known 2.5-liter naturally aspirated inline-4 in the mix. Gas-only buyers are not being pushed out. Not every buyer is in the right situation for a hybrid. Some are prioritizing a lower sticker price. Others simply prefer the straightforward reliability of a gas engine proven across hundreds of thousands of vehicles. The 2.5-liter four-cylinder is a known quantity, smooth, durable, and more than adequate for everyday driving. Locking buyers into a hybrid-only decision removes an option that a large portion of the market still genuinely wants. By keeping both paths open, Hyundai is making the 2027 Tucson competitive across a wider buyer pool than rivals who have narrowed their lineups down. Flexibility at the purchase stage is something buyers rarely appreciate until a competitor takes it away, and the Tucson is one of the few compact SUVs where that choice still exists. But the lineup expansion does not stop at powertrains, because Hyundai is also building something for buyers who want their SUV to go where the pavement runs out. Number 2. Rugged Tucson is coming. The standard Tucson's bold new design already pushes toward adventure territory, but Hyundai is going further with the return of the XRT trim, giving off-road curious buyers a genuinely more capable package. The XRT is currently in development with dedicated exterior and mechanical upgrades built specifically around tougher terrain. Compact SUV buyers who want real off-road credibility have always faced the same problem. The mainstream options simply do not go far enough. The XRT is Hyundai's direct answer to that gap. Blacked-out trim, more aggressive bumper treatments, and off-road-oriented wheel and tire combinations are expected to deliver a tougher, more purposeful stance, while enhanced ground clearance and suspension tuning calibrated for rougher surfaces complete the package underneath. The 2027 Tucson's bigger footprint and wider stance give the XRT a stronger mechanical foundation than its predecessor had to work with, meaning the off-road upgrades are going to feel meaningful in practice, not just cosmetically convincing. The XRT will satisfy a lot of buyers, but for those who want something even more focused and aggressive, Hyundai has one more version in development, and it is the most exciting one of all. Number 1. Tucson N is in the works. This is the reason that is going to turn the most heads. Hyundai is working on a full-performance version of the 2027 Tucson, the Tucson N, and what is being reported makes it a genuinely exciting prospect for anyone who has ever wanted a fast compact SUV without paying European luxury prices. Genuinely quick, driver-focused compact SUVs are rare, and that gap is exactly what the Tucson N is going to fill. The performance version is expected to arrive with a significantly upgraded powertrain, most likely the 2.5-liter turbocharged four-cylinder that already powers the Sonata N and Elantra N, producing in the range of 290 to 300 horsepower. In an all-wheel drive compact SUV, those numbers translate to performance very few rivals in the class can match. This is not going to be an appearance package dressed up to look aggressive. Chassis upgrades, stiffer suspension tuning, and more capable braking hardware are all part of the development program. Wide body panels, specific front and rear fascias, larger wheels, and dedicated N badging throughout are all expected, giving the Tucson N a presence that makes its intentions immediately clear. For buyers who have always wanted real driving excitement from their compact SUV, the Tucson N is going to deliver it at a price point that European performance alternatives simply cannot touch. From a head-turning exterior and a cabin that punches well above its price point, to stronger hybrid hardware, a retained gas option, a rugged XRT trim, and a full-performance N model rounding out the range, the 2027 Tucson is being built to cover every corner of the compact SUV market in a single generation. Very few redesigns arrive with this much depth across the lineup, and for anyone currently weighing up the outgoing model, the case for a little patience has rarely been this strong. As for the competition, they continue shaping up as well. The 2027 Mazda CX-5, which you can check out in our next video, is a perfect example. The Japanese automaker continues polishing its recently redesigned bestseller, and now it's finally bringing the powertrain update we've all been eagerly waiting for.